Trend number one is candidates are in the driver's seat. I don't think this is any surprise to you. Companies must learn to be better at selling their company, their culture, and their opportunity. And candidates don't just want to know about a job. They want to know that you believe in what they believe in, that their core values align with yours, and that your company offers them a chance to advance. Trend number two, and any of you that are in recruiting or talent acquisition, isn't it funny how everybody wants flexibility right now? It's easy to provide flexibility without necessarily providing a remote work arrangement. I was on a call with LinkedIn recently, and it's kind of leveling out at 8%. Where everybody wanted to work remote, so many people were working remote. Right now, it's hovering around 8%, and they feel it's going to stay there because companies are realizing the lack of instantaneous collaboration. They're realizing the turnover in their remote team is very high. And so you can find ways to accommodate talent with flexible hours, hybrid work, some on-site, some not on-site, or childcare solutions when a remote or hybrid work arrangement is not feasible. Geographic parameters disappear when hiring remote employees, opening a much larger talent pool. But some of the reasons why you've got some of the workforce that hasn't come back is the daycare issue. It's the childcare issue. And if a company can resolve that, they have a definite competitive advantage over their competitors. Trend three is unique benefits and perks are key. You've got to offer a competitive compensation package, but have you thought about healthcare benefits, generous paid time off, other unique perks, again, that could include daycare or participation in conferences or a signing bonus. Offering training and development are key to attracting top talent. Everybody wants a job that they accept to be a little bit of a stretch. They don't want to accept the same thing they're doing now. So if you're interviewing people that are doing the exact job you've got for them, they might take it, but they're not going to be retained. Everybody wants to learn new things. So offering training and development are key to attracting top talent. Trend number four, are skills are more important than benefits. Focus on skills needed to do the job effectively by obtaining performance objectives from hiring managers. We made this switch 5 years ago, and it made all the difference in the world. Every time we get a job from someone, we get a job requisition, the first thing that we do is ask for performance objectives, because too often you've got this laundry list of 15 skills, and you could surface somebody that could absolutely do the job, but because they don't have 2 of the 15 skill sets, they're screened out. This allows you, when you get performance objectives, this allows you to present candidates with transferable skills. This allows you not to eliminate, really qualified candidates. And also when you're getting recs, break it down into percentages where you know what percentage of the time the candidate is doing what. Because sometimes we're asked for a very hard to find skill. And then when we ask for percentage, we find out the person's going to use it 2% of their time. Well, someone with that skill doesn't want to lose that hard to find skill. And so, again, is your company willing to train in those areas? But ask for performance objectives. And what performance objectives are is how are you going to evaluate the person in 6 months and a year? What you're going to notice is you've got this laundry list of skills they want, and then you get 5 performance objectives and you realize there's a tremendous disconnect. They're asking for things they're never going to evaluate your candidate on, and they're not asking for some things that your candidate would have to have if they're going to get a great performance review. So if you do nothing else as a result of this, this will change your life. If you start getting performance objectives and then you share them with the candidate, you share them with everybody in the interviewing process, and that's also how the person is reviewed. That impacts their performance review. They're reviewed on the performance objectives. Trend number 5, you've got to embrace diversity. Once performance objectives are determined, you can remove emotion and unconscious bias from your interviewing process if you schedule panel interviews. And it's almost always when I'm called into a company and they say, we don't have any problem, we're interviewing diverse candidates, but they're just not accepting jobs. And often one person in your hiring process could be eliminating candidates that don't look like them or sound like them. And when you do a panel interview, the interview is done on facts, not on emotion. And what you don't understand is some of the people in your hiring process might not feel they're discriminating, but they may have unconscious bias. We're much more inclined to hire individuals that look like us, sound like us, and we like. And so you can literally embrace diversity. One of the best ways to embrace diversity is do a screening interview that's not a Zoom. It's a screening interview on the phone. You can't see anybody, and you ask everybody the same set of questions. And then your next step is a panel interview. And I'm telling you, that will eliminate that unconscious bias. It also eliminates emotion.